Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you 3 different factors that go into building a successful channel based on what's happening right now, based on what's been happening over the last few years, and based on what a lot of the top channels have in common. So the first thing you want to do is when you get subscribers, you want as high a percentage of them to watch every single video as possible to keep yourself growing and to get a huge boost that first 24 to 48 hours, which it might sound obvious, but what you need to do is make sure that you are doing a consistent message or a consistent style, or basically targeting a specific demographic consistently in every single video. So for instance, if you look at, say, this video right here, what YouTube does now is they kind of show you the emphasis on subscribers in the first 24 to 48 hours, because that's kind of the first people that they push the video to in many cases is, you know, the subscribers. Even though they've done away with a lot of the features that help you get more views from your subscribers, like the sidebar where it just shows you a lot of videos from the person you're subscribed to, or a lot of the homepage stuff isn't just subscribed channels anymore, but they do tell you in analytics, like if your video does really bad, right here it'll tell you it's because of a lack of subscriber interest. If your video does way better than normal, it'll tell you right here it's because of higher than normal subscriber interest. If it does about average, it'll tell you to something like this, like it's about average, it's doing okay. So make sure that you keep a message, and then you will be someone like Marcus Brownlee, who does a lot of tech reviews. Even when he does interviews and other stuff that's not necessarily what he started out doing, he will interview somebody, but he'll talk about tech instead of just doing a general interview. So you'll notice that he has 10.4 million subscribers. He gets like 3 to 5 and sometimes higher million views per video. That's what you want. You want to get as high of views per subscriber as possible, as high as you can. So he has a really high ratio of views to subscriber count for each video. So if you look at channels that struggle with this, you have like educational tutorial channels, things like that. They get a much lower percentage. They might get like 5,000 views and have like 250,000 subscribers. So that's probably because they are bouncing around topics too much, and they built an audience that is a lot of people interested in different things, but they subscribe because of a certain video or something. So to sum it up, keep it very specific if you can. You might even need to make multiple channels to cover all the things you want to cover, and a lot of people are starting to experiment with that. I'm even experimenting with that. That's why I started a separate marketing channel, because I like covering marketing, I like studying marketing, but is a channel that covers a lot of ways to make money online. A lot of people are not interested in necessarily building a brand. So keep it specific. Marcus Brownlee is a great example of how he does tech and the most popular stuff in every video, and that's why he gets such a high ratio of views to subscriber count per video. The second thing you want to do is have a broad audience appeal. So when you start out on a video, like say you're seeing this right here, the first thing you see within the first 24 to 48 hours usually has to do with subscriber interest in many cases. So it will tell you this right here. That's why I went over that in the analytics. But after that, whether it makes it to, say, the trending page, or where it makes a video become something that's suggested to a lot of people, even if they're not subscribed to you, is when it appeals to a more broad audience that would be interested in the video. So if you do something super niche, you might rank that video, but it's going to start off really slow unless you have a bunch of subscribers that are all interested in that very small niche. So you kind of skip that broad audience appeal that way, and it might take a long time to make a lot of money off that video. It might just be a little, trickle down effect of passive income. So you look at someone like the Joe Rogan Experience, a lot of broad audience appeal. He interviews a lot of different people, but a lot of them are recognizable names. And obviously he covers a lot of UFC fighters, he does a lot of scientists, he does a lot of different people, but people are a fan of the experience of listening to the Joe Rogan show. Joe Rogan is a comedian. He's a likable guy. So a lot of people watch it because they're a fan of Joe Rogan, and they know he'll bring in a interesting guest pretty much every show, even if they don't know who that person is. So broad audience appeal will help you get to the second level, which is suggested, and get you into these kind of trending areas where you're getting as much as a few million views in the first few days. And if you look at these broad appeal videos on the trending page, you'll notice that they have these categories up here: fashion, movies, news, gaming, and music. These are all pretty much entertaining. So if you go for more of an entertainment base and then you appeal to a broad audience, you're more likely to have a video really go viral and get suggested, and it will also get more shares the more people that would be interested in that video. So the third level to this is keyword ranking. So what's really nice about YouTube is you can make passive income from videos that you did years ago. So what you can do, if you combine, say, like, look at Marcus Brownlee again. He has keywords from the different types of devices that he covers. If you look at Joe Rogan, he has keywords like the names of the people he's interviewing. The names of those devices and the names of people are not going to have a lot of keyword competition. So it's easy to rank those videos long term. If no one's ever heard of the Joe Rogan Experience, but they look up one of these names, chances are it's going to be one of the top results because he has a lot of subscriber interest, he appeals to a broad audience, and he has the keywords that are covered. So as far as getting to the third level, as far as doing as much as you can to build a successful channel, you want to have that keyword phrase in your videos as well. But you want to be specific. You want it to be something that could rank easily and not have a lot of competition. So another example, if you look at a video I did, so I showed you one earlier that was just kind of a newer video that, and what they tell you about subscribers and stuff and how that affects the first few days. Well, after that, after the first few days, it can go take off like this. So it can just kind of go in an upward trajectory. And this one didn't have that much audience appeal for subscribers necessarily, because I have kind of a mix with my subscribers. So it ranked with the keyword phrases based on data entry, work at home, no experience, all of that stuff. And so now it's doing better after that. So it's getting passive income over time and probably will for maybe the next year or two. And what it does is it just ranks in search results. So when people type it in, they will find that video. So another few examples of this, you look at something like Frog Leap Studios. They combine entertainment, which is a big part of why people keep coming back to your channel, is how entertaining it is. And then they combine it with keywords. So they can rank these videos for people who don't know who they are and keep getting more and more views. And it also makes their stuff just easier to find in general. So you have a painted black metal cover of a song. So he covers all these different songs. And so it's easy to find these videos. And he gets a lot of views. Then you also have another application to this. You have something like Meat Canyon. This is a rising channel that has basically animated parodies of cartoon characters, characters from, anime, from major movies, from video games, and all sorts of stuff. And so there's that recognition of the names, like these different ones on here, like Papa John and Anakin Skywalker and stuff like that. So you have a combination of the consistency with their content to where the subscribers know what they're getting. It's entertaining, so people want to watch it. They look forward to watching it, and they will have much more watch time. They don't have a bunch of links either. You'll also notice that a lot of these channels don't rely on a lot of links because that sends people off of YouTube, and YouTube doesn't like that, and they won't want to promote your video if it sends people to a link right away. Of course, you also have the broad audience appeal. So these are entertaining videos that are just supposed to make you laugh, basically. Then you have this. It's music. Who doesn't love music? It's one of the top categories on the trending page for a reason. Then you have interviews with people. Then you have tech reviews for the top tech. And who doesn't love tech these days? So you have this broad appeal combined with subscriber interest that got it off to a quick start. And then you have the keywords that keep it relevant for years to come, with the names of devices, with the names of people being interviewed, with the names of songs being covered, and with the names of characters that they are doing parodies of. So that kind of brings it all together. Those are some of the things you can do. Some examples of channels you can do, like parodies, like video, like music covers, tech reviews, interviews, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this was helpful. I was just trying to go over like the 3 things that you'll find in a lot of the most successful channels right now, and that should help you succeed very well long term. Hopefully you got some good value from this video, and I will see you in the next one.